The Grand Hotel was once a very well-known piece of architecture, both in Rhodes and within Greece. And sadly, through many iterations of poorly executed renovations, that kind of architectural significance got watered down. So one of the challenges for us was to reinstate some of that amazing architectural innovation that was there from the very beginning, but then layer on an additional contemporary feel to the project. Rhodes City is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for very good reason. And during the early parts of the design phase, myself and the team spent a lot of time wandering around the old medieval city and the surrounding context. And through that whole process, we picked up lots of hints and suggestions that the city was giving to us in how we could infuse a lot of that history and heritage into the current design. There's a beautiful use of old blonde stone, and you'll see the way we've kind of taken a lot of that materiality and reinterpreted that onto the facades of the building. Once again, using slightly more contemporary but similar toned stone to what is in the medieval city. You'll see lots of these black and white pebble mosaics, and that influenced our landscape team in terms of the selection of a lot of the hardscape materials, so that you're getting these echoes of what is happening in the old town. We were very keen to study the original plans and understand what the essence of that very spectacular design was, and try and reinstate a lot of that in the new design. We moved the main entrance back to the northern extent of the site, and then that suddenly unlocked a whole lot of opportunities for us to create a much more seamless, more interesting guest experience flowing through the building. The hotel is set around two main courtyards, and we use those courtyards to bring light deep into the space and also to animate the whole guest experience. We really wanted to create this very interesting, open, seamless flow from the interior spaces to the exterior spaces, because we thought of this project as an urban resort, so that inside-outside flow, both in the public spaces and in the guest rooms, became critically important. The architecture and landscape teams work very closely together to create a homogeneous, seamless design. And in terms of the landscape design, the team really pushed for a variety of different spaces for the guests and the outside visitor to enjoy. On the perimeter of the hotel, which includes the market square, it's a much more public space where people are able to enjoy the space, and it has a real homage to some of the public spaces that are in the old medieval towns. By the very nature of reusing and reimagining an existing building, already there's a massive amount of sustainability which is core and central to the entire design. The amount of embedded energy and materials that would be used in order to create a new building is reduced massively by reusing this existing structure of the old Grand Hotel. In terms of other sustainable measures, we've really kind of worked very hard to try and get maximum use out of the space. I think a good example of this is on the rooftops, where we've got a wide variety of different spaces. All of these act as a great kind of way to actually insulate the building a lot better, and that provides a lot more energy efficiency and a much better guest experience for the guests in the rooms below. I think the way the client's vision of this innovative mixed-use development came through, it really pushed us to create something that was quite forward-thinking in terms of its design. The reintroduction or reimagination of this project is going to create a vibrant, new, dynamic hotel, and we feel that that will create a great number of new jobs for the local population and drive a lot of economic prosperity for this part of the city, and have hopefully a halo effect on the streets and neighborhoods surrounding this project. WATG and Mitsis have had a great relationship over the past few years. We've done a number of projects together, and through that whole process, I think we've really grown to understand each other very, very well, and be able to help augment the products that we're delivering for them. They are a fantastic client to work for, very innovative and forward-thinking, and that really stimulates us as a design team to try and push our designs further and further to create a really meaningful product that will deliver great experiences for their guests.